I'm wearing the rocks I'm rocking. Time depends on me. If I want it, the watch.
It's Friday at 4, so let's get to it. So, I'm excited. Y'all know I'm always excited to be here and to share what's on my thoughts with you all. So, I'm going to hop right in. So, October is National Women's Small Business Month. And, of course, I'm a woman. I'm a business owner. Most of the people that I do business with are women, and they're small business owners too. So I wanted to make sure that I took some time out this month to talk about that, to talk about the passion, the purpose, the struggle, the resources, and just give some encouragement to some women who are in business, who are profiting, who are independent, like our song just said. And so we're going to just jump right in. Y'all know the drill. If you have something to say, make sure that you share in the comments, share with your friends onto your timeline so that they can see these videos as well. And let's just be interactive and have some fun. So I got a whole lot of stats. I did some research because I wanted to be purposeful about what I shared today. I wanted to make sure that it was relevant to the topic, but also that I had my facts together. You know, you can't just be on here sharing and not have your facts straight. So there's 10 million women-owned businesses in the United States right now. And women-owned businesses are the fastest growing segment of businesses. Like, we are taking over. We are really taking things into our own hands and running with it. And so I'm excited to be a part of this segment of business owners. So we are, according to my notes, generating $1.4 trillion in revenue, and we're employing 8.4 million people. Now, that's according to the National Women's Business Council. So, like I said, we're growing by leaps and bounds. We're the fastest growing segment of business owners. But at the same time, the SBA is saying that that 99% of women-owned businesses are small businesses, and 89.5% are one-person shops. So that means that we're not really employing people. We're doing this all on our own. We're probably the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, as they say. We're doing everything on our own. And we have limited access to capital. So whereas our male counterparts are getting loans and they are being funded and they're going through different programs so that they can, possibly get grants for their businesses or investors, we're just not seeing those same opportunities. And so for me, when I read that, I was just like, oh man, like, it's one more hurdle, one more thing, one more statistic to be an overcomer. But I mean, our potential is there, is great. There's so many opportunities and so many programs that are geared toward us, but I feel like we're not taking advantage because either we don't know what we don't know, or we're not being collaborative, or we're kind of working in our own silos and our own little portion of the world trying to grind it out. Because I think just innately in women, we have this thing where I'll do it myself, I don't want to wait for somebody else to do it. We are thinkers and doers. And sometimes that can be crippling because we don't ask for help. I've talked about this a million times on here, not asking for help or not partnering with other people. And that is hampering our success. It's not allowing us to get out here and create generational wealth the way that we could be, and build something that we can pass down to our daughters and our granddaughters, for them to be able to stand on our shoulders. And so not only, am I a minority by being a woman, and I hate using it. Let me just say, I hate using the term minority because it makes you feel like you're less than, and I'm not, okay? And if you're watching this and you are a woman, you're not less than either. So, but that's the term that they give us, right? That's what they say we are, is we're minority. I need to find something else. I need to find something else to describe that, because that just bothers me. Like, even when it rolling off my tongue, I just hate the way that it sounds. Like I said, it makes it sound like you're less than, and we know that we're not. So, but not only am I minority or whatever, by being a woman, I'm also that by being an African-American woman. So, and we know also that Black-owned businesses are growing just as fast, if not faster, than women-owned businesses. And so my other statistics that I want to share with you are that Black-owned businesses between 2017 and this year, 2018, in just 1 year, have grown by 400%. That is like crazy to me, considering the fact that like probably back in the 70s, we may have owned, I don't know, I'm probably just pulling it. Now this stat I'm pulling out off the top of my head, and I'm just making it up. But I'm just gonna say we may have owned, I'm gonna say 20% of businesses or something like that. Just a small fraction, because it was the industrial age. Most people weren't entrepreneurial. But now it's like this whole big boom toward be your own boss, own your own business. Hey there. Be your own boss, own your own business, do your own thing. And so we are out here like starting businesses by leaps and bounds. And so the same statistics that I shared for being a woman kind of match up for being an African American. So it's almost like someone who looks like me, has my same, similar experience, has double the weight on their shoulders when starting a business. Still, lack of access to resources and capital, being able to get loans or being funded through other sources, finding investors. So most of us, whether we have the African American experience, the woman experience, or both, in both statistics, it said that the majority of us decided to start a business because we wanted to pursue our passions. We wanted to pursue what was on our heart to do. So these are things that are close to us. These are things that mean something to us. We didn't just get into this because we wanted to make money or want to become rich. I mean, that's a byproduct of, wealth building is a byproduct of being an entrepreneur. But that wasn't the main reason that many of us got into business. And the other reason, particularly for African Americans, that we started businesses, 53% of us said we were ready to be our own boss. And I'm sure that same, statistic adds up for women too, because of patriarchy and supremacy and racism. And let's just be honest, the way that those things play out in corporate America and in jobs, it's just not always friendly environments for us to be in. So it's like, I have these skill sets. I'm educated. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I can get out here and I can make it on my own. And that's just the attitude that many of us have. But we're all looking to grow, and we all want to expand. Many of us do want to employ other people, and we want to scale our businesses. And so I wanted to take this time today to just talk about that, and to talk about the resources that are out there that may be untapped, some things that we might not be putting into place that can help us grow our businesses, and ways that we can do that. So here's another statistic, something that I got two that kind of like, they pissed me off. I'm being honest. I was going to try to be politically correct about it and try to be, nice. And it kind of pissed me off. So the stat said that an overwhelming majority of Black entrepreneurs surveyed, which was 80% of us, said that the lack of capital was the most challenging aspect of running a business. And according to the study, only 0.2%, 0.2% of all venture capital funding was allocated towards startups founded by Black women in 2016. While just 34 Black women-owned businesses received more than $1 million of funding. So you remember what I told you before, how many women-owned businesses there were, how many Black women-owned businesses there were. And out of all these businesses, you mean to tell me y'all can only find 34 worth funding with venture capital? So where is the gap? Is it us? Is it the system that we're in? Is it our lack of resources and us not knowing, or is it that we're being boxed out? I mean, I don't know the answer to that. You can share what you might think your answer to that is in the comments. It could be one or both of those things. But I'm just saying, 34 businesses, like, it's more than 34 people that live on the floor in my apartment complex. Like, that's all that you could seem to find to fund. And so I saw something a friend posted on Facebook, and that led me to look for this statistic. And so he said the average white male of a failed company raises anywhere between $3 to $5 million for their business. Meanwhile, the average Black woman of a successful company raises about $35,000. So again, it's like, where is this money going? Where is it coming? How is this being allocated? A lot of us are funding our businesses off our own back. So I work full time. That's how I maintain my lifestyle until I can build my business to where my business can fully maintain the lifestyle that I want to live. So basically my job is funding me, if you want to put it like that. That's my investor. My job is my investor. I know that might sound weird, but that's kind of how it is. You know, shout out to my mom. My mom just started a business this week, and I'm really excited for her, like really, really excited for her. But she retired last year. So like her retirement savings are funding her business. So it's based upon what you already have or what you can muster up, or, you know, like we're not getting the support that we need. That's the basis of what I want to say. I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to even say that. We're not getting the support we need. We're not getting the access that we need. And I don't know if it's because we don't know what's out there and we're really not finding what's out there, or if, like I said, we're just being boxed out. So I'm going to share a couple resources with you that could possibly help you or somebody else that you know that's a business owner, that is a woman who is an African-American woman, or really that's just a woman, period. That's a woman business owner that can help her grow, because we all need it. So the first thing that I'm going to say is SCORE. I'm not sure if many people are aware of the local SCORE offices in their area, but they have free resources. They will give you a business coach, somebody to help guide you, put your plan together. They will put you in touch with accountants and attorneys, and they basically walk you through the process of helping you to get your business from idea to profitability. And that's all a free resource. If you are here in my area, there's a SCORE office at Collin College, the campus in Plano. I think it's called, oh Jesus, what's the name of this campus? Preston, it might be Preston Park campus or something like that. Anyway, there's a SCORE office there, and they have a whole lot of free resources. If you're in the Northwest Indiana area, there is one at the Purdue Extension office in Maryville, if that's still there. I think they might have moved. I might be giving bad information, but look it up. SCORE is a great resource. I have used them a couple times for a couple different businesses, and they have put me in touch with some decent people to help me to push to where I've gone. Also the SBA. So I have a friend who works for the SBA, and she helps people register to be certified through the SBA to get government contracts and different things like that. But of course, before you get to that place, you have to have the capacity in your business to take on those larger contracts. So they want to see a lot of paperwork. They want to see a lot of your financials and different things like that. But they have the resources to help you get to that point. And if you are a veteran, if you have served in the military, please take advantage of those resources, because they have so much stuff in there for veterans that it's almost ridiculous for them to have access to funding and different things like that. I don't know all the programs. She described a lot of them to me when I was there, and it didn't apply to me, so I probably didn't internalize it, but I should have, because I could have helped you. However, there is an SBA office everywhere. So look up your local SBA office. They have so many different guides and programs for women-owned businesses, access to different programs for funding and stuff like that. So training programs, I mean, and it's a government office, so you can go there for free resources as well. Another one is the National Women's Business Council. If you've never heard of them, you may want to go to their website at nwbc.gov. And they have a whole bunch of other resources pertaining to women and women in business. They have accelerating programs that you can go through, and business competitions where you can win funds. They have a bunch of different conferences that they put on nationally every year. So that's another resource for women in business to take part in. Another one, something that I'm a part of that I absolutely love. And if any of my friends from eWomen Network are here or are watching, give me some hearts, shout me out, something. I'm not sure if you all are, but eWomen Network, I absolutely love this network of women. So it's a national women in business organization, and it's really built to help you network and meet other women in business and share resources. It's very collaborative. It's very supportive. Every time I go, somebody is there connecting me to something. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, these women are on fire, and the premise of it, or the mission, is to create millionaire women business owners. So they have access to a lot of different resources as well, excellent speakers and conferences that they have, and it's just a wealth of information being a part of a network like that. The National Association of Women Business Owners is, they call it NAWBO. That's another one. So, and that's NAW, sorry, NAWBO.org. That's another organization. They have a lot of government advocacy programs and different things like that that help women in business. And that's another thing, since I said that. Y'all, if you are a woman and you are a business owner, please go out and vote. I know that a lot of times, people, they think, oh, my vote doesn't count, or, oh, I live in a red state. Like, a lot of people here in Texas think they live in a red state, quote unquote, but it's really not a red state. It's a non-voter state. A lot of people just don't go vote because they already feel like they're defeated. So that's how certain parties and certain people, take advantage, and they're able to win. But research was going on around business ownership and, the economy and things like that, and vote in your best interest as it pertains to being a woman in business. Don't just, especially this upcoming primary, which in Texas, early voting starts on Monday, October 22nd. Please get in line and go vote. That's just my little PSA. But don't allow that to, don't be discouraged and not go vote, and then something happens or comes out, some kind of laws or something or whatever, different programs being cut, and then now we're affected even more. So go out and vote your interest. That's just my little quick PSA. But back to the resources. So I was talking about NAWBO. That's another good one. It's another one, and why can't I think of the name of this group right now? Oh, Jesus. It's an acronym. I'm going to come back to it. Let me see. ABWA. Oh, Lord. American Association of American Women Business Owners. Wait, ABWA. American Business Women. Something like that. ABWA. I can't think of what it stands for. Anyway, they have chapters everywhere too. And they bring a host of resources together and speakers. So it's a lot of support here for women-owned businesses. You do not have to be out here doing this thing alone. Also, going back to the statistic about us being on our own and not, we're being solo entrepreneurs. Make sure that you partner with other people. Don't just feel like, oh, I started this is my thing, this is what I'm doing on my own, and I don't need anybody else. If you can't afford to hire somebody right now, partner with somebody to increase your capacity. Get on some of these subcontracts with other businesses so that you can, take part in servicing something larger, so that you can then position yourself to be on some larger contracts, whether it's corporate or governmental contracts. Do those things to position yourself. Don't just sit here and be in a silo by yourself working alone, and then you are, thank you, Dr. Jatan, for the win. American Business Women Association. Yes, ABWA. Woo, I'm glad somebody helped me because I was struggling. But yes, get out here and partner with other people, subcontract on some of these larger projects, and do what you need to do to position yourself so that you can grow your business, so that you can hire people. Because let me tell you, you cannot do it all alone. Like, I don't care what you might think. I don't care if you think you are Superwoman and you got an S on your chest. You cannot do this thing alone. It's not a day that in a week that goes by. It's not a week that goes by where I don't have a day where I'm saying to myself, what am I doing? But it's so rewarding at the same time. But that's why I get out here and I network and I partner with other people, because they help lighten the load and make it easier. And they put me in touch with the resources and the programs and different things that I would have otherwise had no idea were accessible to me. So let's see, what's some other things that you can do? What's some other things that you can do? Now I'm coming off the top of my head. I'm leaving my notes. It's another group. On my page, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit here and try to wreck my brain, but on my page. And also, if you are a woman business owner and you need resources and you are not in Bright Girls in Business, the Facebook group, please join. Look up Bright Girls, that's one word, in business. Submit to join. I'll let you in the group. Get in there, share your resources with other women, because that's really why I started the group, is so that we can be collaborative, so that we can support one another, be each other's cheerleaders, give each other ideas, ask questions in a safe space, and whatever else you may feel you need to do. So that you can thrive in your business. So do that. And what I will do is, in that group, I will share the other group that I'm thinking about once it comes to my mind, because me thinking off the top of my head, it ain't helping me right now. So I'm gonna ask some questions, I'm gonna open it up to questions. If you have any questions right now that you think I might be able to answer, if I can't answer it right now, we'll get back to you. But go ahead in the comments. Thank you, Jatan. See, this is what I'm talking about. having somebody else there that's a cheerleader and a partner. So just a sneak peek. Me and Jatana, we're going to come up with something very, very, very soon pertaining to women. So stay on the lookout. We're going to have an event coming up in the new year. And we're partnering, and that's what I mean by getting with somebody else that can help you push your vision forward and you theirs, and it's mutually beneficial. So that's really all I wanted to talk about. Like I said, it's October is National Women's Small Business Month. And I just wanted to shout out the women who are out here doing it independently, making their way, chasing their dreams, and getting a bag and making it happen. So if y'all don't have any other comments or questions, that's going to be the end of today's Friday at 4 Facebook Live. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Y'all know I'll be here next week talking about something else. So if you have something that you want me to address, you have some comments, some questions, a topic that you think might be real good and juicy for me to talk about, go ahead and send me an inbox message. I'd love to hear from you. And until then,